and gentlemen, you're listening to the Squared Circle Sessions podcast. And here are your hosts, Hannah, Braden, and Rambo.
Hannah, Braden, we are here. We are at the 30th episode. What? I can't believe we went up to 10. Then we went up to 20. Now we're at episode 30.
30.
Of Squared Circle Sessions. I was never good at math, but we're doing pretty well.
We are on fire.
We started this on a random-ass Monday night in October.
Yep.
And here we are on a random-ass Saturday night in April.
What?
Hannah, Braden, how we feeling?
I'm feeling conflicted. How are you feeling?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the conflicted train as well. Maybe slightly less conflicted, but conflicted nonetheless.
Before we get too deep into anything, I want to send a huge thank you to the voice you have heard if you were listening to this on our other platforms. To the voice you heard opening this up, one of the GOATs as far as ring announcers, Mr. Tony Chimmel, recorded a introduction for us and is now the reoccurring intro to this podcast.
Friend of the podcast, Tony Chimmel.
That is one of the voices, if I could speak for all of us, that's the voices of our childhood. Yes.
Mainly Edge. He is very much known for the Edge opening intro thingy-majigger.
Anytime I think of, like, Ruthless Aggression era SmackDown, Tony Chimmel's voice is in the back of my head. Tony Chimmel, Michael Cole, and Taz.
When I think of Tony Chimmel, I think of how he introduced Edge. And I also love how he introduced Eddie Guerrero, like how he said Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, yeah. So, Tony, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being the voice for us. Taking a little part in this, like you have played such a huge part in our lives leading up to this point. So, thank you so much. Now, where do we want to start?
Well, I thought we would start with the giant elephant in the room and then move on to Raw. No, I thought we can move. I have the breakdown for Monday Night Raw. We can do that in a second, but I think we got to start it off hot. What in the actual fuck? Pat McAfee's on the phone? Really? That's the best they got.
I laughed my ass off during that entire segment, not because it was funny, more or less, but it's like, okay, we're thinking Ted DiBiase. We're thinking, potentially a McMahon. We're thinking literally anybody else. But who is that voice on the inside of Randy's ear? Is Pat McAfee.
He was calling into the podcast.
Like, literally, it could have been Bob Orton of all things, and I would have been fine. But it's Pat McAfee. Why? Why do they need to insert celebrities into what? This is okay. Here's the thing: Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton have like a 20-year story that goes back to like 2007. They don't need any accessories, so to speak. Yet they want to add celebrities into a feud that doesn't even need it. And now my hype went from really, really high for this match to almost like down to 0 just because of this. Because a part of me feels like they're going to try to get Jelly Roll to help Cody. Maybe.
All right. So here's what I will say. Devil's advocate. Yes, it is. The whole Pat McAfee thing probably shouldn't be a thing. But for the celebrity argument, I'm glad that it wasn't Travis Scott like we got last year. Or it wasn't a random rapper like Lil Yachty was in the Trick Williams, Sami Zayn feud. it's somebody we're familiar with. Like, it is a character that is in our universe. Like, Pat McAfee has had so many matches, yada yada yada.
And for the sake of everything, and to put this rumor to sleep that was circling the interwebs, at least it wasn't Vince.
And at least it wasn't Vince, that as well.
Because I'm not lying, that is a name that I've seen more in the last few weeks when it comes to who's Randy on the phone with. A lot of the places that I've been seeing have been mentioning Vince.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So, regardless of if it's Pat McAfee or Barney the fucking dinosaur, at least it's not Vince.
Barney would be cool to see, though.
Yo, Barney hitting a drop kick on Cody.
Take
this, motherfucker.
Springboard cutter.
I would have loved for it to, like, if there's going to be any McMahon, it should have been Shane. That would have been cool.
Give me Linda.
No.
Nah. No. If it was going to be any McMahon, it needed to be Hornswoggle, okay?
I was about to say.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle wasn't McMahon. He's Vince's son, remember?
I tend to forget that storyline ever happened.
This is lore accurate.
I mean, it would have worked, maybe.
So the thing I don't understand, so there's been a lot of what they call brouhaha on the internet about whether or not this Pat McAfee thing was, because it's been all over Twitter, about that this was a call by the TKO owner. I think his name is Ari something. Ari Emanuel, I think is his name. That it was his decision. But then Triple H is head of creative, so he has to make the final say. So I don't know who's to blame for this. Is it TKO and the higher ups there, or is it Triple H and company? Because the last SmackDown last night was abysmal.
So, I had a conversation with an old friend of mine earlier today who was in town with a couple of my other wrestling friends. And he was a former writer for the WWE. And he ended up leaving his job back in November. And I basically asked him, I was like, with everything going like today and whatever, like, where should they go to get back on track with a productive creative process? And basically his answer was their hands are more or less tied. TKO basically gives them a layout of like, okay, this is who we want on top. This is who we want to be in the big picture for each individual division. And this is the people we want. From there, have at it. So they really don't have a lot of wiggle room as far as what they can and can't do. So with that, I'm more or less thinking it's a TKO thing than a Triple H thing.
All right, sounds like it.
Well, all I got to say is things got to change.
And honestly, I've been saying this for probably since maybe halfway through 2024. After everything's downfall, the whole downfall after WrestleMania 40, I don't think the WWE needs to be owned by a corporation. It needs to be back like single owner. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't understand. Like, I understand why Vince felt the need to sell the company because, because Rambo and I were texting earlier, and he's like, money talks, and like I get the money part, but it's like he should have just. I don't understand why he couldn't have just handed the keys to Shane, because I know Shane has made it very clear that many, many times he wanted and was promised the company at one point that he would be the next one in line to be the owner. And apparently from the McMahon documentary, we learned that, Vince promised around 2008, 2009 that he was going to possibly retire around that time, step aside, and that Shane was going to take over. And one of the main reasons why Shane left in 2009 was because Vince broke the promise. And it's like, I really wish we could have seen an alternate reality where it for like the past 17 years, because 2009 was 17 years ago, I think, what WWE would look like with Shane in charge. And I think if Shane was in charge right now, I think the company would be in a lot better place.
I think it would, and like one of the reasons, like not really a good reason, but as far as like why it didn't go to Shane then, or even whenever he sold it, was just the historical factor of Vince never really appreciated Shane for what he was worth.
Well, of course not.
Like, it's no secret that Shane has damn near killed himself in and out of the ring.
Unalived himself, remember? TikTok might do some things. Unalive.
To get approval from Vince. If he had to go as far as, doing a backdrop off the Backlash set. What was it? SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It was Backlash where he jumped off the top. Was it on the Big Show?
SummerSlam was the backdrop. The leg drop was at Backlash.
I thought so.
Because Test came out and helped.
Yep. So we had King of the Ring 2001 with the glass.
That was nasty.
Like, he's done so much to, like, and it's been publicly outed that he's done so much to get the approval from Vince, but never completely got it.
Right.
And he's always seen Stephanie as the right person. And I'm not saying she is or isn't. But I don't know. I feel like that has a lot to do with it. I could be totally wrong.
Right. I mean, we're all viewing from the outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, at the end of the day, who are we? We're not there.
Actually, guys, I have to tell you that I'm a McMahon.
You are?
No, God, no. Please scratch that. Pretend I didn't say that.
Don't worry, we'll edit that out. You don't want that on a public platform.
No.
Wait, you're the actual illegitimate son.
It was me.
Alex, figure it out in the comments.
If TKO really is the one that's really running things and Triple H really isn't as in charge as people say, then that would explain why it seems like it's night and day different booking from his NXT days and why so many people aren't getting the opportunities that they normally would have gotten. And that explains so much. Explains why Sami Zayn hasn't gone as far as he should, or LA Knight, or even Damian Priest, or Dominic, JD McDonough, Finn Balor. So many names to name, and even Drew and Jacob and Solo, like all of these people that have been fumbled by the company. It's so weird how and even Gunther, and now he's thrown in this random match at WrestleMania with Seth Rollins where it makes absolutely no sense. And I think it's just to get Gunther on the card, which we'll talk about once we get to the Raw aspect of the show. But it's that makes so much sense now why this is being done under a quote-unquote Triple H regime on the main roster versus what was happening in NXT, where it seemed like, the people that were getting pushed, and they were, all of them were stars, like Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, to name a few. Seth Rollins in the beginning, too. They were all champions at one point. They were red hot. They were having 5-star matches. They were main eventing the takeovers, and it was a really, really good product. And it was, in my opinion, the thing that was keeping WWE afloat in the 2010s, like the mid 2010s. And now, it's because like you guys remember that one podcast where I was really questioning like why was Triple H and NXT so good, but Triple H on the main roster has been almost a total failure. And if it's TKO that's making all these decisions, TKO is full of people that do not love WWE and do not understand the professional wrestling business. And so, and they don't know what fans want, nor do they care. And so that makes a lot of sense. And if Triple H is kind of forced to take the brunt of it, then, but I don't know why he might be afraid of losing his job, but I wish Triple H would just be able to come out and say, hey, I'm not really in charge, that I have bosses that are telling me what to do.
With everything that was explained to me, it makes sense now. It's because like you said, he booked great in NXT Black and Gold. Even leading up to WrestleMania 40 before it completely died off. TV was great. PLEs were great. It actually felt like a WrestleMania season this time in 2024. But after learning everything, now I'm kind of questioning okay, was I shifting the blame towards the wrong person this entire time?
It feels greatly possible.
When it comes to just creative in general, and especially with the whole Pat McAfee thing.
Oh, God.
I'm wondering if it's another ploy to sell tickets.
Oh, you gotta believe it is. Because if you look at both nights, night 1 has only sold approximately 38,000 tickets, and night 2 40,000. Night 2 has 2,000 more people gonna be there for night 2 than night 1. So I don't know. And for a lot of people that are saying, one point or another, all these people, they're saying that the Cody Randy match should definitely be night 2. Well, if you look at the sales for both nights, Roman and Punk are going to be night 2, and their night is selling more tickets. So which one is the true main event then? Because I look at it by the numbers, that whatever night is selling the more tickets is the one that the real fans that are actually going to the show actually care about. And if Punk and Roman are drawing in 2,000 more people than the Cody Randy one is, then that should tell you everything you need to know about which match deserves the night 2 spot.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Is there anything else with SmackDown that we want to talk about now that we're on the subject of it?
No. SmackDown, no. That show was a mess. That proved to me that Road Dogg truly really wasn't the problem.
Sorry, Road Dogg.
Sorry about that, Mr. James. My apologies here.
Alex in the comments says they skirt over. Yep.
Unfortunately, I see that as a trend until we start making changes.
And I can't remember where I've seen it. I don't know if it's a rumor or not. But I heard that they're going to be adding some more people to the IC title ladder match that we'll be talking about because they announced it on Raw.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere too. I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember exactly where.
Me neither, but I know what you're talking about, I'm pretty sure.
Which, would be sick to get more people on the card, but I feel like if they're going to add more people, won't they add the U.S. title?
Oh, yeah, no.
Because with the IC title, they literally just grabbed a bunch of people and threw them in a match.
Right, the U.S. title actually has challengers.
It has there's 4 names right off the bat. You have Sammy, who's the champion, Trick, Carmelo, Ilya.
And then even more on that, the other guys that have been answering the open challenges. Like Gargano. JD answered one. I know he's in the IC match, but I'm just saying, all the guys that answered the open challenges.
Like, it doesn't have to be a ladder match. Give me a fucking battle royal at this point.
Ooh.
Because I'm not going to lie. Battle royals used to cook. I don't know what it is about it. I used to just enjoy sitting and watching just old battle royals.
Because when done right, they can be great. When done right.
Give me something like that. Because I remember I used to be so hyped for the Andre the Giant battle royals, even though they really didn't mean shit.
Nothing used to get me as excited as a random battle royal on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, the battle royal where Kali won the world heavyweight champion.
Yup.
I don't know. To me, the battle royal seems like a huge feels like a huge demotion type thing, because it feels like they're just that's the match where they're just gonna put all the people they really don't care about doing anything with and just doing something to get them on the card. The battle royal just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a way to just throw people into just this randomly meaningless thing.
Well, yeah,
I always felt bad for the people in battle royals, especially at WrestleManias, because it's like, wow, these are all the lower card jobbers that they really don't have plans for.
Well, I totally agree that that's what they do with them, but I'd feel even worse for them if they weren't on the card.
I mean, if you look at the history of the Andre the Giant battle royals, most of the winners still had something of substance for a little while.
Well, yeah, they get the little push after, but
yeah, for a max of 2 years, and then they get released.
Cesaro.
2 years is pushing it.
Unfortunately, Cesaro was.
Oh, he should have been next up.
A flop when it comes to a potential world title.
To no fault of his own.
Then we had Braden's GOAT win the next one.
Well,
who won 32? Was that Baron Corbin?
That was Corbin.
Yeah, because that was the one that had Shaq and Tatanka.
Yeah. Corbin's win was truly the first shocking one, straight out of NXT that felt very promising. When he actually won that, it felt so promising.
And the thing is too is what made it feel kind of more or less shocking and potentially promising is who he eliminated to win that battle royal. Baron Corbin eliminated Kane to win that.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did.
And Kane, in those kinds of matches, history has shown that he is dominant in that kind of match.
It's like a badge of honor.
And he lost his hair, became the constable, and then went nowhere.
Yes. But he won Money in the Bank.
We don't really talk too much about Mojo Rawley. That didn't go anywhere.
Well, he eliminated former WWE champion Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, it's weird to think Jinder Mahal's former WWE champion. He beat Randy Orton for that title.
Uh-huh.
Then Matt Hardy.
Yep.
Then Braun Strowman, who's somebody that they should have pulled the trigger on a little bit sooner than they did.
Well, yeah, that was already after all the monster stuff.
Strowman was hot in 2016, 2017, 2018.
Yeah, there's a little late.
But at his first solo WrestleMania, he won the tag titles with a 10-year-old.
Shout out Nicholas.
Wasn't that John Cone's son?
Yeah. Braun Strowman and Nicholas defeated The Bar for the Raw Tag Team titles in the co-main event, mind you.
Dude, Nicholas the GOAT.
Yeah, Nicholas, go Nicholas.
He's undefeated at WrestleMania.
That match followed like AJ and Shinsuke. That
did,
followed Daniel Bryan and Shane versus Kevin Owens and Sammy. That followed Triple H and Stephanie versus Kurt and Ronda. That match was the lead up to Brock versus Roman.
Well, he has a better streak at WrestleMania than the Undertaker does.
Yeah.
He's at least undefeated.
True story.
Hey, main event, Jey Uso won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeet.
Can we not talk about that?
Yeet.
Yeah, but so did Madcap Moss.
Anyway, before we get too much off track, shall we really fast go into Monday Night Raw?
Sure.
Alrighty then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our recap of Monday Night Raw from March 30th, 2026.
Yeah.
Held in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, New York, New York.
Holy crap, the Garden.
So we start off Raw with Cody Rhodes doing his normal shtick, and then all of a sudden, one of the inductees into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame, the one and the only, Stephanie McMahon.
Whoa!
And we have a Stephanie McMahon and Cody Rhodes promo that was the most random thing I think I've ever seen in the longest time. What did you guys think of that opening segment? And did you think that it was confusing? Why was Stephanie there? I don't know. It just felt like the weirdest, most bizarre thing to start Monday Night Raw off of.
I'm not gonna lie. That kind of gave me more reason to believe that it was gonna be Vince answering the phone call.
Yeah, so that kind of plays into because of what happened on SmackDown. It's what was the point of Stephanie even being there if it was going to be Pat McAfee? So it's what was the point of Stephanie even showing up on Raw when Cody could have just had a solo promo?
To scare you?
Because Cody's solo promos are boring enough as it is.
They saved us. Stephanie saved us.
If anything, Stephanie did us a favor.
Yeah.
From another week of Cody Rhodes, I'm going to beat Randy Orton. My dad is Dusty Rhodes. I'm wearing the belt in Madison Square Garden that he couldn't, and some other shit like that.
I love my dad.
My brother's old enough to be my dad.
You know what's weird about that part of the promo where Stephanie was like, "You are not your father," and then Cody clapped back and said, "You are not your father either," and she slaps him. It's why is she taking that an insult? Shouldn't she be happy she's not like her father?
It's
in reality,
complicated.
yes. The storyline,
I mean, I'm why are we pretending Vince is a saint on WWE television when he's not?
It's a complicated relationship. They marked it as it's complicated on Facebook.
I was like, is Stephanie gonna start a "Thank You Vince" chant the moment she came out? I was worried about that.
I'm worried about her acceptance speech.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either until just now. Whenever you said "Thank you, Vince" chant, I was wait a minute. What is her?
Do you know what I'm
acceptance
more
speech
worried
is gonna
about?
be?
You know what I'm more worried about?
What's
What
that?
if he's the one inducting her?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
God.
what I'm thinking.
I don't think people are thinking that, and a part of me feels like Vince will be there to induct her.
I have a feeling at the very least.
Audience.
I was gonna say at the very least I feel like he's gonna be there. I don't want to confirm or deny if he's gonna be the one inducting.
Yeah, please no.
I want to keep that as an unwanted surprise.
Yes, that's the way to put it. I'm getting the shivers.
Yeah.
And a part of me just for because we know their history. I wonder how Punk will feel about seeing that because he'll be in the crowd.
Just have him jump Vince.
Please.
But
I
that was
wouldn't be
the
opposed, but we're on TikTok, so I mean, we're talking about a video game TikTok.
Yeah.
and so that was the opening segment. And then we have a backstage segment again between ISHO Speed and Danhausen.
I show seed, yeah.
And then I guess LA Knight's going to be the guest commentator for the World Tag Team Championship match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the World Tag Team Championship street fight. We have the Usos defend against the Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory. And then like Logan Paul's mom was in, like the crowd gave him brass knuckles.
Shout out Pam.
And ISHO Speed, I guess, is forced to join the Vision now. And Logan Paul and Austin Theory are now the tag team champions before WrestleMania, which is kind of weird.
Stay humble.
I mean, to be fair, the Usos weren't doing anything as the tag champs. And here we are a couple episodes ago saying Usos are tag team champs. This could revitalize the Raw tag team division. Nope.
Yeah. No.
That aged like milk.
Well, I mean, it's just amazing to me, like Austin Theory and Logan Paul, specifically Logan Paul. It's amazing how he's so good looking and so damn rich, but he's still so humble. It's so crazy to me.
And then we have
Austin Theory being tag champs again.
Am I echoing?
No,
I don't think so.
hear it.
I hear an echo. My phone's not on a charger, so it shouldn't.
I don't hear anything.
Weird.
You're going crazy.
Okay. Anyway, we have an in-ring segment with Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer, which that was a really, I think that was one of Liv's best promos.
Oh yeah, just
I'm
fired
even
from
more
the hip.
excited for that.
I'm sorry,
JD,
what'd you
what
say?
do you want me to do?
What?
Sorry. JD's in the comments telling me on you, I guess.
JD, shut up, Tattletale. Continue, Hannah.
What'd you guys think of the Liv and Stephanie segment?
I like how Liv came out and not really like the. I don't. Playful's not the right term, but like, I like that she was more serious this go around. Like, this is a straight, like, serious promo from her. Where she meant every word that came out of her mouth. And honestly, that kind of helped this build. Because really, this build hasn't been very great.
Yeah, this sealed the deal. Like, okay, this match finally has some hype. Finally got me going for it.
All right, and then we have a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. The Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And that match ends in basically an no contest because of Charlexa and the Bella Twins interfering. And that sets up a fatal four-way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. So we have Bayley and Lyra versus the Bella Twins versus Charlotte and Alexa versus Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Thoughts?
It's a match that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm at.
I mean, I'm excited for it, sure. Like, the tag division is thriving, but
As much as I would
figured
like...
Bella's winning it.
As much as I would like for the tag titles to go to Bayley and Lyra, I feel like they're going to go to the Bellas. Which I'm not, I guess, 100% against. But I prefer Bayley and Lyra.
I would too. But I mean, I'm okay with the Bellas getting one reign in. Like, they did start the women's tag team thing.
I know. A part of me thinks the Bellas are going to get it too, but a part of me, like, I would really like the tag championships to go back on Charlotte and Alexa because I think they're really good tag team champions.
Even if I could just see the Bellas winning it at Mania and then losing it the next night, and then Brie going back into retirement.
Kind of like how they did last year with Becky and Lyra winning it and losing it.
Yeah, the next night, yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
As long as we don't get another Nikki heel turn.
Yeah,
I remember how that went last time.
Yeah. I wish you died in the womb.
That line was crazy in 2014, though.
Absolutely nuts.
On like the peak of PG-TV.
Yes.
It's like, I don't even know if that's PG.
All right, and then we have... Okay, then we have basically a... I don't know how to word this. Then we have another Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi segment.
Might I add, Oba might have like done some real damage to them makeshift security guards.
Oh yeah, that
Did you see him throw that one dude?
yeah, that backdrop is nasty.
Nobody was there to catch him.
Yeah. He's cooked. Either he's cooked or he's a future WWE champion.
Like, bro ran up to Oba. Oba picks him up and just yeets him across the freaking ramp.
Oh god.
That would have looked bad if somebody were to catch him, but the fact that nobody caught him, props to that guy.
I'm betting on it now. That guy's gonna be a future champion. That's how these things always work.
Bro's
And
gonna
then
be
we
the
have
face
a-
of WWE in 10 years.
Oh god.
And then we have an Intercontinental Championship match. Penta defends it against Kofi Kingston.
In a great fucking match, mind you.
And Penta wins. No surprise there. And then the most randomest of random things, it sets up Penta in a 5-person ladder match with this is like almost like they put it in a randomizer because we have JD McDonough in the match, Rusev, Javon Evans, Penta, and oh god, who's the fifth member?
Dragon
I didn't write
Lee.
that down. Thank you, Dragon Lee. This is a random match with no build up.
To be fair, the last IC title ladder match at WrestleMania was kind of the same thing. The only real, like, quote unquote build to it was finding out last minute that Zack Ryder's replacing Neville.
Yeah, and then he won.
But with how everything, like, I seen a post and I can't say where it's from because I don't remember where I seen it. But allegedly, there's supposed to be more people added to that match. I seen from SmackDown, and I even seen potential some AAA. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. But if we could add more bodies to that, I wouldn't be opposed. Cool, 5 people. 5 people's great. No problem.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be upset to see a few more people added to it. Especially those, like, that wouldn't, in other cases, get a chance at having even as much of 30 seconds of TV time at WrestleMania. Like, I didn't see a alley where Javon Evans would get a WrestleMania shot. Or Rusev.
Right.
All right, and then we have a Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and Adam Pearce segment.
I feel like Adam Pearce is more in this feud than Seth Rollins is.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Gunther comes up behind Seth Rollins. And then that sets up Gunther versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Which, they had a match in 2019 on Raw leading up to the Survivor Series where it was Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. It was Seth Rollins, but instead of it being Gunther, it was
It
Walter.
was Walter.
White ass Gunther.
Gunther.
And that match was great. Now, would I like to have a little bit of like reason as to why this match is happening? Sure.
Right, but I'm not mad about it.
But it's a way to get both of them on the card because we don't know the level of, like, we don't know how long Braun Breaker's going to be out. It was speculated to be this week that he was supposed to come back. But, again, speculation. We don't know how long it's going to take. When hernias suck. Plus, from all the reports I've been reading, Gunther's original opponent is out and wasn't supposed to be, and not going to be making it to Mania. That was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
So I guess at this point, for right now, the best option for Seth to make it even slightly worth a shit is Gunther. That might not be the like ideal pick, but at the end of the day, we know that them two are capable of having a good match against each other.
Oh yeah,
both of them are great at what they do. Gunther is, in the last year, has elevated his character work greatly. And Seth is just fucking Seth. I don't think I need to say any more about it. But I feel like as little of a build this has and a little like reason as to why this match is happening, I feel like overall it's going to end up being good. I feel like it's going to be worth it.
It just feels really random.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because I wasn't expecting to see... Whenever I seen Seth Rollins get pulled out from under the rope, I was like, okay, Braun Breaker. And I was like, wait, that's Gunther.
And then the next match we have is Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Why isn't Io Sky on the WrestleMania card? That's my question.
yes.
I have no idea.
Out of all the women in the women's division that they have on the card, she's one of the big ones where I'm like, okay, where is she going to be? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's really sad to have like there's so many people that are not going to be on this. Like the fact that we'll have a WrestleMania without Io Sky in a match or even LA Knight is really, really sad.
We have fucking, like, it's not obviously not been confirmed, but we have most likely Jelly Roll on the card before we get Io Sky.
Yeah.
Let that sit for a minute.
That's the world we live in, guys.
See, that's why I thought if they're like, that's why I originally wanted like Rhea and Io in the tag team match because I think it would have been better. Because I would have done Raquel versus Jade. Because I think Raquel should have won the chamber and then have I liked the Rhea and Io thing, and I thought them going in to a tag team championship at Mania was going to be what was going to happen. Because I originally, like months ago, I thought that the match I thought was going to happen was Charlexa versus Rio. That's what I would have liked to have seen: Charlotte and Alexa versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. I thought that would be an incredible match. We're getting Charlotte and Rhea. We would get Charlotte and Rhea back, and then we can like see Alexa and Io do things in the ring. And because this is also the 7th WrestleMania in a row where they're putting Rhea Ripley in a world title match that I don't think she necessarily has to be in.
Another like match that I was looking to see like late last year, and this doesn't need a world title, but I would have been fine seeing another one-on-one between Rhea and Io, Because before Naomi cashed in at Evolution, that match was absolutely amazing between the two. Now, a one-on-one between the two with a 100% clean finish without any kind of interruptions. That I wouldn't mind seeing. Because I'm with you. Rhea does not need another world title. She has already reached the superstardom. Now, she's been a great champion anytime she's held it. No problem with it. But she doesn't need another fucking world title.
No.
No.
And I mean that with no, ill will, animosity or anything towards Rhea, because I love Rhea Ripley. I love how she can, captivate a crowd. She can get them going. But she doesn't need another world title.
No.
But
now it's between her and Jade.
I'll take her over Jade.
Right, exactly. So now it's, what would you rather see right now?
Speaking of Jade, before we go any further, if I may, what the hell is this little faction now?
I don't know.
Jade,
And
BFAB, and Michin.
I don't know, and I personally do not care.
Out of all three of those, Michin's the only one that can fucking go. She can work. That's what I don't get. But I digress. Next.
All right, and then we get to the main event of the show. What I call Roman Punk 5, because 5 Mondays in a row they've been the main event of the show. No promo. Well, Roman came out and did a prom, sorta. He acknowledged me, and that's pretty much it. And then Punk comes out, taped up.
Shit.
Hey, don't say that.
They had a little altercation.
There you go.
Punk
And
had
I
an
loved
altercation with a fan afterwards, but we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah. But we get Roman and Punk going at it, and then Roman goes to the table this time around. And I love that Punk sat crisscross like he normally does. My favorite part is him just trolling Roman Reigns, going singing that song. He's like, Roman Reigns, Roman
great.
Reigns, and then boom, 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 and then he just then Adam Pearce picks him up and he does that Joker laugh, and then he just stands on the barricade, and then does the X, and that's pretty much how the show ends.
The rage
and it's
Punk is great.
Seth is not Seth, sorry. Punk is being kind of Joker-esque. He's kind of being an instigator type Punk, and he's just getting everybody all riled up for no reason. I mean, he's kind of acting like the Joker a little bit, which I like.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's almost like a rage baiting, and I'm here for it. But going back to what I mentioned just a second ago, after the show, that was showing shades of 2011, 2012 CM Punk arguing with the fans.
Yeah.
That was great. I can't exactly repeat what he said. Most of it.
Well, it reminds me of that famous fan video from 2011 where he's like, you have what nice faux hawk you person. That's all I'll say. I'm trying to go as PG as possible, but I love that. And it's weird. Do you know what's funny? Is all these wrestling fans that want 2011 Punk back, right? They want that Ring of Honor Punk back.
You couldn't handle it.
They can't handle it because
No.
look how people are reacting to Punk doing the what I should say. Let's just say the body language he used in this one video.
I know what you're talking about.
The rolling the dice.
They're wanting him to be canceled because of that. And they're like, well, there's kids watching. I'm like, dude, this is the problem.
You can't
It is
handle
up to it is no. No, people can't handle the truth. They just refuse to accept it. Here's the thing. I do not like it when parents put the responsibility of raising their children on entertainment. The thing is, I read so many comments that says he's doing that with kids watching, and I'm like, first of all, wrestling has never been fully a kids show, and if you don't want your kids to be exposed to something like that, then don't take them into a wrestling show. It's up to you as the parent to parent your kids and to control what they're around at all times. The celebrities and entertainment don't have to edit themselves in public for the sake of children watching. It's like the people that are like all up in arms about like Sabrina Carpenter, right? And all her music and her shows are a little bit more provocative and everything. And she used to be on Disney Channel, and people were like, she's not setting a good example for children. It's like
Bro,
that's
we
not
had
her.
bra
That's
and
not her
panties
place.
matches in the 2000s.
Exactly. Like that's not her place. She's not supposed to. She's not supposed to be setting the example. It's not her job to be the one raising your kids. Because like I
But,
will see
oh
all these.
Lord, Miley Cyrus is not acting like Hannah Montana in 2021.
Exactly.
It's working on
So
the
when I
iconic.
so when I was seeing all that underneath the punk video that somebody posted on TikTok, and that's like the first like 100 comments are about that he's not acting like mature, that's immature behavior, kids are watching blah 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 blah, and it's like he's doing what he's always done. That
It
is
says
who CM
wrestling
Punk
on the
is.
marquee, not cinema. Never.
Exactly.
Oh.
So to me, I look at that like the parents need to stop with the procrastination. Like stop letting entertainment raise your kids and start raising them yourself.
Facts.
Yeah, that kind of raised me. That's why I am the way that I am.
Oh,
Well,
God.
true, but you also like entertainment does help raise kids, but anytime
To be fair,
problem
I don't
is
go
with
around electrocuting people's man parts and setting people on fire.
no, hey, we don't say that.
I didn't say the
You
other
said
word.
parts. Yeah, that was pretty clean.
But I'm just saying, like it's these people that will.
How else I could have worded that?
It's like if you go back to like, for example, like '99, like everybody blaming Marilyn Manson for Columbine, when those kids that did what they did had problems to begin with. Like it wasn't like Marilyn Manson had nothing to do with it. Because like how you are starts at home, and if you have a bad home life, that's going to spread elsewhere. Like the kids are going to act out in school if their home life sucks. That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah.
And so you can't be in like a media outlet, and you can't be all these different parental figures and say we're not going to take responsibility for how we raise our kids, so we're just going to try to find the most shocking, most controversial person to blame this on. And 27 years ago, what happened in Columbine, Colorado at that high school, they were like, who's the most controversial figure in entertainment right now? Oh, we're going to blame this entire thing on Marilyn Manson just because all the two boys that were involved wore all black. It's like, really?
For shame.
Oh, testify.
That just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, I know I'm not talking about wrestling right now, but it's like, you can't be like saying, well, Punk shouldn't be doing that because kids are watching. It's like, well, it's a wrestling show. If you don't want your kids watching that, don't take them to a show and turn off the TV at home. It's not that difficult. It's not rocket science, but the world makes parenting out to be.
Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't take it too far growing up with this as entertainment.
Yeah, same.
I ain't gonna be tombstoning kids in the hallway.
Just telling teachers to suck it was about the extent.
I did that once.
I did it a few times.
I do that to grown-ass people at the grocery store. They cut me off and just...
That's so real.
And like,
I tell my kid, if you're not down with that, and I got 2 words for you.
Eat it, yeah.
how do you feel about all these all the Right now, what's annoying me the most about wrestling isn't actually what's on my television screen. It's the
people
Roman Reigns
online.
fan base right now. Why on earth do they think this is their logic? And they're very selective with it. And this is what I wanted to bring up on this podcast because this is irritating the crap out of me. The same people that are whining and moaning and everything about AJ Lee being a potential part-time Intercontinental Champion are the same people that want Roman Reigns as World Heavyweight Champion. He's part-time.
They've been that
So
way since the dawn of the tribal chief, unfortunately.
Real.
it's like, why is your logic that the best thing for business is for Roman Reigns to win the championship only for him not to be seen for 4 months and for the world title not to be seen for like at least until SummerSlam?
It's
They
the
think
same people that were bitching whenever Brock Lesnar would win the title and then not show up again until the next Royal Rumble.
Real.
Like, it's those same kind of people. You know what I mean? It's like, those are the ones that will protect Roman at all cost, no matter how often he shows up. But in 2017, 2018, I'm pretty sure they were also the ones that were bitching and moaning about, oh, Brock Lesnar is going to show up here at WrestleMania. We won't see him till probably Survivor Series.
Right.
well, what's even worse is like I don't like where was I going with this?
It's the hypocrisy.
Yeah, and I also don't like when I'm reading constantly where people are like, that WWE is going to be 6 feet under without Roman Reigns as champion. Or they'll be like, first of all, or they'll be like, oh, WWE is nothing without Roman Reigns. Like, I see that constantly, and like, dude, the company is going, the company is still putting out content whether or not Roman Reigns is there or not. And they're going to continue to put content out if Roman Reigns is there or not. And the thing is, WWE was able to survive without Hogan, Austin, Shawn, Undertaker retiring, John Cena retiring, Batista retiring, Ric Flair retiring, Austin, Hogan, I mentioned them already, and Brock kind of retiring. They were able to survive all of those different times. They were able to survive Eddie passing. They were able to survive the Benoit situation. Like, if they can survive all of that, they're gonna be fine without Roman.
And the thing
Like, it's a good.
is 2024 is still on record, not counting 2025 only because A, it was so recent, B, because ticket prices were absolutely outrageous. But 2024 was the highest grossing year in WWE history, and Roman Reigns was only champion for the first quarter of it.
True.
So from January to April, Roman was a champion. But from the day after WrestleMania 40 to New Year's Eve of 2024, they still had that long to still become the highest grossing year.
No Roman.
And Roman took off from WrestleMania to SummerSlam.
Right. It's crazy how these things work.
It's just
So-
funny to me that they don't want, like, a lot of these people that are seem to be like easily like gaslighted and manipulated. They're like, Tribal Chief has to win. Tribal Chief is amazing. Tribal Chief this. Like, if CM Punk, we will stop watching. And I'm like, when did all of a sudden, like,
It's like, okay, bye.
it's like, when did people start? I don't understand. I don't understand this. The moment that your heroes become champion, the moment that happens, people start turning their back. Like, look what happened with Cody after he won. Like, the minute that happened, people were like turning on him. And now since Punk has won, there's been a lot of people that were so happy when he defeated Jey Uso are now going to be like, well, if Punk retains at WrestleMania, I'll stop watching. Like, what is up with the fickleness? Like, can anybody make up their mind?
I think the distaste for Punk and for so many people are still like kind of itching over the whole Jack Perry situation.
Can they not get over that? That was 3 years ago.
No. Just to put it frankly, no. Like, that whole situation is still looming over Punk's head. No matter what he does. It always has, and unfortunately, in this day and age, it always will.
Yup.
Because we're in that time frame now where once something gets out, there's no bringing it back.
Yup.
Well, you want to talk about
Look
things
at Hulk
that people. Well, you want to talk about things that people won't let go of. How many times are people to this day still throwing UFC in his face?
Hey, props to him for trying. I'd like to see how 99% of everybody else's UFC's career went. You know what I mean? It's like
goal would beat you up.
he realized he started that too late. He realized that wasn't really in his wheelhouse. But at least he went out and tried it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make you any less of a person to try it, realize, oh, this ain't going to work out for me, and then walk away. It doesn't make you any less of a person. Because at the very least, you gave it a shot. You miss every shot you don't take. That's why I'm a 5-time WFC heavyweight champion. Sorry.
Hey, congratulations. UFC champion.
Fuck no. I ain't working for Dana White.
But you know what I mean? It's
met
just
him
like
once. I'm good.
Yeah. But you guys know what I mean, like how irritating this can be, right? Like right now, I think the most TOXIC fan base.
Toxic. Sorry.
I'm addicted to you because you know that you're toxic. Britney Spears shout out.
Okay.
Oh, I was just shouting out Kit Wilson.
But like for me, I feel like the most annoying
Britney Spears.
fan base is Roman Reigns. Or do you think there's a fan base that's more annoying than Roman's?
The AEW fan base?
I mean, in WWE related.
Oh, gotcha. I was gonna say, because if you want to talk about most annoying,
Yeah. I guess right now, I mean, it'd technically be Romans, but I mean, just me personally, I'm not annoyed by any. I kind of just.
Well, you're better than me, I guess.
honestly, the people that are still like diehard Cody crybabies.
Yeah, those ones.
I hate to use that term, seeing where it went, but I feel like that's the best. Like honestly, that term fits.
Yeah.
So props to The Rock for that, at least.
Shout out Dwayne.
He gave us Cody crybabies. It works. It's no matter it. This guy's momentum can be absolutely stale. Now, like, oh yeah, Cody, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, he cut the same promo like 2 weeks ago, almost word for word.
Cody, yeah.
But anyways, before we get to, because I think we've been on Raw for about 20 minutes now. I'm trying to pick up the pace a little bit on it. Is there anything else before we move on about Raw that you guys want to talk about? Is there anything, any last words?
That sounds like my life depends on it. No?
I think we about capped it off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we go too much further, if I may, just to get this out there, earn a little paycheck. Is my camera go pick it up? Dubby. Shout out to Dubby for sponsoring Squared Circle Sessions. 0 sugar, 0 calorie energy drink that doesn't come with all the nasty shit that's in your traditional energy drinks that could kill you some days.
Unalive you.
Oh, yeah. I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
But shout out W.
Go to w.gg, use code Squared Circle at checkout and save 10% on your checkout.
Yep. W. Get your W.
Hell yeah. WWE. I
was
love
about to say that.
WWE.
I was about to say that. That's crazy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our recap of SmackDown and Monday Night Raw this week. And before we move on to a segment that I texted everybody else about, I wanted to share with my two really good friends, Rambo and Braden, and the world something that I found while cleaning my house yesterday. So, about 8 years ago, 8 or 7 years ago, I found this list of WrestleMania matches that, like dream ones, that I always wanted to see. And you could tell this is older because one of the matches has actually already happened, and that match happened like 4 years ago.
It's
So I
the
just,
list of Hannah.
yeah, it's the list of me. So I want to.
You just made the list.
So it's a couple of matches that I kind of got inspired because like WWE.com used to do this like WWE Ultimate thing before like the Big Force the Big Four pay-per-views that used to host like the people on the bump. Remember the bump? That
Oh,
interview
yeah.
show?
I take
And
them
it
all
was
the time.
hosted by it was hosted by Sam
Tasted.
Roberts. No, hosted. Not tasted. What are you saying?
I don't know.
Anyway, so these are a couple of fun matches that I wrote on this list about 5 years ago. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago.
I'll be right back.
So the
I'm still
first
listening.
Oh, well, Braden's gone too. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm here. I'm just having a coughing fit.
Oh.
I'm listening. I promise.
So
I'll be
one
right
of the
back.
matches that I wrote was a tag team match. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock versus Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Oh God.
I was thinking my logic for that was putting two of the biggest rivals of the 90s and making them team against each other, team with each other. So Shawn versus Bret happened and Austin versus Rock. How do you think that tag team match would have gone?
Wait, hold on. So let me get the perspective of this list real quick. I think I missed it. So you said you made this 8 years ago?
I made this between 5 to 8 years ago.
Okay, and so you said, so is it like matches you like wish you could have seen at Mania all time, or was it like future Mania matches?
It was like an ultimate WrestleMania that I wrote down.
Because I was thinking like you were writing down like matches you wanted to see in the future. So I'm like,
No.
wait a minute.
No, this is like a free for all for anybody.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see that. I think it would have been interesting. I think it would have turned into a fatal four-way, but
But anyway, that would have been a cool tag team match to see. And then another one I wrote was this would have been a ladder match. I wrote Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero versus AJ Styles versus Rob Van Dam versus CM Punk.
oh my God. I mean, yeah, that's just gonna cook. There's no two ways around that. It's just gonna be amazing.
That better main event.
And then I have another match on here. Okay, so CM Punk is refereeing this match because I'm willing to go here. I have Lita versus AJ Lee.
Ooh.
All right.
And there's a reason CM Punk's refereeing because he's been romantically linked to both of them. And then
He side with his wife.
yeah, I know. And then another match on here I have, and this is a match where Triple H is banned from ringside because I have Stephanie McMahon versus Chyna.
Ooh. Damn.
Nice.
And then I have obviously one that should have happened at 31. I have Undertaker versus Sting. I wrote that down.
That match would have been really good in like the mid to late 2000s.
Yeah.
Like honestly, alternate reality here. Replace Mark Henry at 22 with Sting. You got like
Ooh,
good
yeah.
2006 Undertaker versus Sting.
Yeah, that would have cooked.
And then this happened already, but I feel like it should have happened at WrestleMania. I have the Shield triple threat: Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, but actually at WrestleMania instead of Battleground. But that match already happened. And then another match I wrote was Owen Hart versus Chris Jericho.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
by the way, go check out that match on the Discord.
Discord.
match
Join
together.
the Discord.
Join the
Join
Discord.
our Discord. That's a Braden shout out.
Shout out, Braden.
That should be my ringtone.
And then the next match I have that I wrote down was Dean Ambrose versus Mick Foley.
Ooh, yeah. It's crazy that almost happened.
Someone would have not walked out of that match.
Yeah. And then you can tell how old I wrote this because this match did indeed happen. Edge versus Seth Rollins.
Yep.
That Hell in a Cell match had no reason to cook like it did.
I mean, you got those two guys. It's gonna cook, but
Take
And
out the
then-
red cell.
yeah.
And then the next match I wrote down was Triple H versus Dusty Rhodes.
Ooh,
I would have been alright with that.
like Prime. Yeah, I could see it.
And then I had a 3-on-3. I had NWO, Paul, Nash, and Hogan versus John Cena, Batista, and Randy Orton.
Ooh, it's like Faces of an Era.
Yep.
That's kind of interesting.
The NWO is the only thing I like Hulk Hogan in.
Yeah.
But could you have imagined that version of the NWO? Hall, Nash, and Hogan versus Cena, Batista, and Orton.
I would have loved that. But also, like, what if, like, a 90s NWO were to go against the Shield?
Ooh, that'd be nasty.
And then I have on here another match that should have happened in 2011, but I don't think we'll ever see it. And people talk about it. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk.
Oh, that's just a given. Give me some, like, promo battles between the two. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. Just the this would be crazy.
And then I have a
If we
few
don't get
more
a full
wrote down.
match, just give me a promo battle between the two, and I'll shut up.
I'll be okay.
And then I have a few more here that I just want to ramble off. The next one I had I wrote down here was Shawn Michaels versus The Rock.
Ooh.
That never happened in general.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's
It's weird to
crazy that
think
never
that
happened.
hasn't happened.
Yeah. That's
To
crazy.
be fair, 90s Shawn Michaels was, for TikTok purposes,
Was what?
not a great person.
Yes. Self-admittedly.
Yes. I have to be careful because TikTok gets real ban happy.
Yeah.
They hate
And
it.
then I have here, I have another match. I have Seth Rollins versus Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously, give me that.
And then I also have another Steve Austin match. I have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Dean Ambrose.
Fuck.
I don't think any.
One of my biggest dream matches, going off of the couple Shawn Michaels ones, is it's obviously a pretty
AJ.
common one. Yeah, Shawn and AJ.
And then I have here, because he's the only member of the Shield that's never had a one-on-one match with The Undertaker, and I always thought that he was a big enough name to have one with him at WrestleMania, because this is actually an Undertaker streak match I always wanted to see. The Undertaker versus Seth Rollins.
That would have been great because Ambrose had a match with Taker on an episode of SmackDown,
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker handpicked him.
which was great. But to cap it all off, a singles match against each of them would have been great.
And then I have Seth Rollins versus Bret Hart.
Ooh, what about Chad Gable versus Bret Hart?
I would do that, but I'm not the biggest fan of Chad Gable, so he's not on here.
I know. I'm just meaning. Just thought of that. It's like with Chad's technical ability matched against Bret's technical ability, I feel like that would cook.
And then I have 3 more matches that I wrote down here. I have Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle.
Alex put that one here in the comments.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Good minds think alike.
Eli here in the comments also said Kurt Angle versus Ricky Steamboat.
Ooh, that's just interesting as hell.
That screams Mania main event.
Yeah.
And then I have Daniel Bryan versus Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the last match I wrote was CM Punk versus Bret Hart.
Fire.
And I found this, and I haven't seen this list probably in about 5 years. I forgot I even had it, but I was cleaning out a drawer that hadn't been cleaned out in a while, and I came across this, and I was like, oh, I should share that with Rambo and Braden in the podcast.
Eli said Bret Hart versus RVD.
Ooh, that'd be real interesting to see how that would work.
I don't know, only because their styles are completely different.
Very different, but it might work. It could cook.
I'm not against it.
But anyway, was that kind of entertaining?
Oh yeah, I liked it. We should all we need to come up. That would be cool for a segment, as all of us just talk about, like, we each come up with like a list of dream matches that we would like to see.
Yeah.
All right, so my segment is not going to be a quiz this week, obviously, because my segment was the one that I sent you guys, obviously, but also because I got way too busy this week to come up with a quiz. So my segment, then we can go into Braden's. My segment was each of us, Rambo and Braden and myself, are going to make a list of our top 10, what we consider the top 10 greatest WrestleManias of all time. And just like we one time did, we're kind of gonna rotate, give you kind of what we did with the end of the year list we did last December. We'll each go we'll go 10 and then 9 and then 8, and then we can maybe speak for 30 seconds to 45 seconds why we chose that WrestleMania. And then next week we will do another top 10 list, but it will be, and I wanted to give them a week to think about it, because I asked them to do this last night, of what they consider the top 10 greatest WrestleMania matches of all time are. And I wanted to give them a proper week to think about that, because that's way too much thinking for a day's notice.
You know, I've already got mine.
But I will go last. Braden, do you want to start with your number 10?
Sure, I can. I put WrestleMania 35. Historically, a lot of the manias in those mid-30s range weren't that great. But that last one, right before the COVID manias and all of that, the Kofi Kingston moment, it makes my list at 10.
Hell yeah.
All right, and Rambo, your number 10?
I have WrestleMania 40. Because based off of the last 10 years of WrestleMania, we would have great matches involved in those cards, but we haven't had a consistently good Mania from open to close, with the exception of maybe one match. That match here was Jimmy versus Jay. Hell, even the 6-man street fight between Karrion Kross and AOP versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, even that cooked over Jimmy versus Jay. But overall, consistently from opening match WrestleMania Saturday to the end of WrestleMania 40 on WrestleMania Sunday, it was consistent. It kept me attracted.
Got me going.
That's a good one. For me, I'm going to go a little bit to the Wayback Machine. For my number 10, I'm going to put WrestleMania 10.
Oh yeah.
I love that WrestleMania. I go back and rewatch it often. I think it's probably my favorite WrestleMania from the 90s, specifically because, geez, the Razor Shawn ladder match and then Brett versus Owen. Those two matches alone make me put this in my top 10. Those are two matches I consistently go back and watch from time to time, and I just think that's a spectacular ladder match. Brett and Owen tore the house down. To me, Brett and Owen was like my personal 5-star classic. And I liked that they went back to Madison Square Garden, and it was also the 10-year anniversary. And then I like the hype package at the beginning of the show, showing everything that happened within like the first 10 WrestleManias. And I just think WrestleMania 10 is an underrated WrestleMania that doesn't get enough love. So my number 10 is WrestleMania 10. Braden, what is your number 9?
My number 9's WrestleMania 40. Similar reasons to Rambo. That's all.
Copycat. I'm just kidding.
No.
Careful.
All right,
don't get
Rambo?
banned. Wait, no, I'd get banned.
Exactly.
My number 9 is WrestleMania 31. Before that Mania, on paper, that card looked like it wouldn't be worth a shit. It was like, okay, you got a Sting match. Cool. Taker's coming back for a match. Okay. But what else is there? But at the end of it, you look back and think, okay, that had no reason to be as good as what it was. You had the first ever cash in of a Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, let alone in the main event. You had an outstanding, also including Seth Rollins, match between him and Randy Orton. The opening ladder match. And that just the overall confrontation between DX and the NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, like, I still say to this day that Brock and Roman match was the best one out of their WrestleMania trilogy.
Agreed.
When we all went into that match not giving a shit who won, who lost, we didn't want either one of them as champion.
Not
Because that was the year the fans absolutely damn near rioted at the end of the Royal Rumble when Daniel Bryan did not win and Roman Reigns did. And going into that main event, there was really not much hype there because it was a 2015 Roman Reigns who still couldn't cut a promo to save his life. You had Brock Lesnar that would show up every 2-3 weeks. So that build really wasn't there all that much. But it still delivered way better than any of us were anticipating. And to cap it all off, we had Seth Rollins coming in with the with the heist of the century and stealing the win, making it one of the most memorable moments in WrestleMania history.
Agreed.
I know I went on
My
for more
number,
than 30 seconds, but oh well.
yeah, got to give you a little bit more concise.
I'll try.
You're fine. My number 9 is, I guess all of us are saying this, WrestleMania at some point. WrestleMania 40 is my number 9.
What?
I feel like that was a really good WrestleMania. Me personally, as much as the Cody and Roman last 10 minutes were awesome and amazing, I think that tag team match was probably my favorite main event out of the two.
Oh, that tag team match was great.
And I loved that Bayley won the women's championship at WrestleMania. I loved that match with her and Io. I loved I don't know. That one was a really good female match. And then I also liked, even though Becky was a little bit under the weather, I thought Rhea Ripley and Becky was a great opener. I liked seeing Motionless in White sing Rhea Ripley out.
Oh,
That was
Motionless
really
in White
cool.
kicks ass.
Yeah, and obviously the ending with Cody and everything, and seeing Michael Cole literally cry was so cute. Like, because he's always so like he's
He's
always so
serious.
professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to always see him be very professional and to see him actually like my favorite thing he said on commentary was like sometimes this business gets you right in the heart. And it does, because I cannot tell you how many times WWE made me feel a lot of emotion. So I feel like WrestleMania 40 was a really, really cool WrestleMania. I loved Drew versus Seth. I loved the cash in from Damian Priest. I didn't expect that. And then also you got CM Punk on commentary. I mean, nothing gets better than CM Punk on the cans talking. So I'm gonna go to WrestleMania 40.
And if I can add really quick two
No.
things on that, okay. One, that tag team match. What made it to me at least feel more like almost like felt like it added more stakes to it was the fact that it went from a standard tag team match to The Rock looking at the referee saying, "Hey, you count, you're fired." Turning it into an impromptu no holds barred match, basically being like, "Oh shit, okay." Throwing his weight around. But the second thing to hit on that Michael Cole spot, it's certain lines by commentators hit harder than it should.
Yeah.
Hearing the boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels. For the 90s fans, that's like, oh, we did it.
Yeah.
For everything else. And then you have Michael Cole at the very end to close out WrestleMania say, damn it, I love professional wrestling.
Hits.
Not sports entertainment. Not WWE. But in a business where for so long the word wrestling was outlawed, for Michael Cole, the most like WWE figure that commentary booth has had in such a long time, for him to like break it and say, damn it, I love professional wrestling, that hit.
I be right in my heart.
Anyway, Braden, go ahead with your number 8. My bad.
I guess I will. Didn't realize I have a turn anymore.
You know what? Actually, I'm just kidding.
My number 8 is WrestleMania 24. I think all in all, I think the I'm sorry, I love you moment is peak. Undertaker Edge match is one of my favorite Undertaker matches of WrestleMania ever. Even I didn't even hate the Floyd Mayweather match. And I had my goat in that match, obviously. Of course, I like that match. So yeah, no, WrestleMania 24 is one of my favorites. Number 8.
My number 8 was also WrestleMania 24.
Oh, twin.
That was the first WrestleMania that I fully remember my parents buying for me. The reason why, like, my first real memory of WrestleMania 24, and one that still sticks with me, and I still watch it to this day because it's 12 seconds, was seeing Kane pop, who is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Him and Undertaker are 1A and 1B for me. Seeing Kane pop up behind Chavo Guerrero, like, holy shit.
Beat him in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Completely burying Chavo Guerrero, first of all. But that was so cool. It's like, where did he come from? And then Kane standing a foot over Chavo, choke slamming him 1, 2, 3. He's the new ECW champion.
It's kind of fire.
That really stuck with me. And is still like, albeit Chavo never really recovered from that.
No, no, he's not.
That's still one of my favorite moments because that's one of my first true, like, vivid memories of wrestling. But overall, that whole Mania is slept on. You had the opener, which was a Belfast brawl with JBL and Finlay. That had no reason to be as good as what it was.
But it cooked.
CM Punk winning his first of 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches back to back.
That got me happy.
You had the decent Batista Numaga match. And then to cap it all off with Edge versus Undertaker.
So good.
Great.
All right, and then let's see. I'm gonna try to get through this in like the next 20 minutes so we can go into Braden's Family Feud because I'm trying to be considerate of his bedtime. Anyway.
Hannah,
Anyway.
I'm a grown man and I don't have a bedtime.
Braden's got a bedtime.
I'm a grown man and I don't have a bedtime.
Anyway,
I'm gonna get hit with bullying and harassment now.
Hey, stop saying that.
I'm reporting it.
Anyway, number 8 for me is also WrestleMania 31. I agree with Rambo where it was kind of like a poorly booked. Well, not poorly booked. It was a poorly billed WrestleMania. I kind of went into it with kind of a 6 out of 10 excitement level. But it ended up being probably the best WrestleMania that had like the best WrestleMania in the 30s. In my opinion, 39 maybe could be in the argument, but 31 was probably the best WrestleMania in that particular decade, whatever you want to call it. And I loved Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. That RKO spot was amazing. It was also, I got to see, this was like her second to her last match. It was AJ's last WrestleMania. She tagged with Paige and faced the Bella Twins, and I actually thought that was a pretty good match for the women. I loved Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker, but the thing I did not like was why Undertaker's entrance was in daytime. You don't do an Undertaker entrance during the daytime.
That almost killed it. It's like, I hear the gong. I don't expect to see a sunset. I don't expect to see people.
Yeah. Don't show
me.
But
yeah, I thought that was a really good WrestleMania, and then having Seth Rollins cash in his Money in the Bank, and that shocked me. But for a poorly billed WrestleMania, that ended up being probably the best show of 2015 was WrestleMania 31. So it exceeded my expectations. Braden, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is WrestleMania 26. We have obviously the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. I think this is the match I prefer out of the two. It's a toss-up every day. They're both so good. But, I mean, either way, those two, both WrestleMania matches are magic. But then you also have the Cena Batista match is pretty good. Jericho Edge is pretty good. The Bret Hart moment with Vince. I'll never be mad at seeing Vince get comeuppance. And also, very underrated moment on this show is that Yoshitatsu won a Battle Royal on the show. And I will always be happy with Yoshitatsu's success.
Yoshitatsu has a win at WrestleMania.
Well, technically show, but it still counts.
Right, your number 7, Rambo.
WrestleMania.
Oh, I'm sorry, Braden. Did you have more?
No, that was pretty much it.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
You're good. My number 7 is WrestleMania 14.
Ooh.
For the sake of 2 matches, one of which being the proverbial, like, passing the keys off from Shawn Michaels to Stone Cold. Unplanned, first of all. That was when Shawn Michaels was battling a back injury that he suffered at the 98 Royal Rumble. Finished out that WrestleMania season, and then little did we know that was going to be the last time we'd seen him in ring for 4 years. Though it wasn't necessarily like an intentional passing of the torch, so to speak, it was basically a way of saying, here you go. Like, the keys are yours. This is yours now. Going from one of the faces of the quote-unquote new gen era, being Shawn Michaels, to the unarguable face of the Attitude Era in Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then, of course, you have the immaculate storytelling between Kane and The Undertaker.
Very much so. My number 7 is I think it's a slept on WrestleMania too because I don't think it gets the love it really deserves. Especially I think it's one of the most slept on in the mid Attitude Era. But I'm gonna go. My number 7 is WrestleMania 2000.
Hell yeah.
I love, even though a lot of people don't, I love the main event. I love the Fatal 4-Way with a McMahon in every corner. I love the story that was told. I also love the finish with, Vince trying on The Rock to join Triple H after everything that happened with Stephanie and blah, blah, and all that stuff. And I loved the Benoit Jericho Kurt triple threat, and I like that each fall was for one of the titles because Kurt Angle walked in as a double champion. Benoit won the Intercontinental Championship. Jericho won the European Championship. And then I loved that ladder match with the Hardys and the Dudleys and Edge and Christian. And I love the Matt Hardy table spot where he does like a moon, kind of like that moonsault in the air and falls through another table. And then that image of like Christian sitting on the table and Edge standing and grabbing the the belts was amazing.
That was the most unique like ladder match win. And I
Yeah,
loved it.
and the only in this is a little known fact, and this is kind of why I think WrestleMania 2000 is kind of interesting. It's the only WrestleMania that did not have a single one-on-one match. Every match had more than at least 3 people.
Oh.
Oh,
There was no singles match at that WrestleMania, and unfortunately, there was no women on the card, which there should have been. But that's just me. But there was no female representation. But I think it's interesting that that's the only WrestleMania not to have a one-on-one match. So it was a very, I would call it a congested, compact WrestleMania because of so many people. But I just think that's an interesting tidbit, and I don't think WrestleMania 2000 gets the love it deserves. And I also think it's kind of interesting that it's the only WrestleMania that didn't go by a number. They don't call it WrestleMania 16 ever. It's the only WrestleMania to go by the year. Because of the 2K stuff that was like that shtick that was going on back then. Everything was like something 2000. And I just think those are kind of some interesting little facts. Tidbits. Braden, what's your number 6?
Hold on. Sorry. My number 6. Pause for dramatic effect. Is WrestleMania 22.
Yo, I love that WrestleMania. Sorry.
Thank you, Rambo.
My fault.
I don't know. It's just a WrestleMania that's always stuck with me. I'm not even sure why, because it's not one of the first ones I watched or anything. But Edge versus Mick Foley is one of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time.
I love you for saying that, by the way.
Thank you, Hannah. Love you too. Undertaker and Mark Henry. We talked about earlier how that could have been Sting. Possibly should have been, but I think that's an underrated one of Undertaker's matches. And then Cena Triple H. I mean, in this era, as boring as they possibly could be, most of the time they put on bangers. So, I don't know. I've always liked this WrestleMania. So it's up there. And my GOAT, Big Show and Kane, defending the tag titles. And Rob Van Dam on Money in the Bank.
Ah, for sure.
For sure.
Well.
My number 6 is WrestleMania 21.
Whoa.
The opening alone speaks volumes. The WWE Tag Team Champions in a one-on-one match. Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. Them two together in one-on-one action, whether it's Halloween Havoc 97 or WrestleMania 21, it is always going to cook. Then you had the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. Then you had Randy Orton's real, single showcase. Not, this is off the back, obviously, of him being world champion, but seeing what more he could do being paired with The Undertaker. And then we had Cena with his first world title beating JBL. And then to cap it all off, Batista defeating Triple H to win his very first world title also.
Yeah.
I'll walk for miles inside this pit of danger. Sorry.
Sorry, I had to pull in Xavier Woods with that.
No one follows me.
I walk alone. Sorry.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that a copyright strike? I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
We're pretty on point.
My number 6 also, great minds think alike. It's also WrestleMania 21.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love that WrestleMania. I love Triple H versus Batista. And the amazing Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. Whew.
Yes.
I mean, that match alone made WrestleMania 21 one of the greatest. And I don't know. A lot of people think that WrestleMania isn't that great, but you looked at the matches that happened that night. It is absolutely amazing. And in 2005, we have, I mean, Randy Orton versus Undertaker was great. That was a great match. And it really showcased Orton for the first time as I call it like what people call a main event player. I think that really pushed Randy Orton in that direction. And that was kind of the catalyst that started this amazing heel run that Randy went on. And so I think because of what it did for Randy, and then John becomes WWE champion, like that match with JBL was amazing. I like that both Batista and John won their respective championships that night, and that I think that particular WrestleMania was the start of what WWE became after that, with like the three pillars known as Orton, Batista, and John Cena. And that was the start of a thing that Triple H likes to say all the time, a new era. Because that's why we do what we do. That was really a start of a different era, because like I felt like watching Randy and Batista and John have their moments. I think they were proving that they were going to be the new stars going forward, and they pretty much dominated for the next 10 for like not next 10 years, but like for the next 5 years, because Batista left in 2010, but we saw what was to come for the remainder of the 2000s. So WrestleMania 21 was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, now we're down to the top 5. Braden, what's your number 5?
You guys are never gonna believe this. WrestleMania 21.
I thought you were about to say WrestleMania 27.
Oh yeah, just for the theme song alone.
I think that's Alex's number 1.
Written in the stars, a million miles away.
I've got to put that clip on TikTok.
Message to the ring. Okay, but I'm not even gonna explain. You guys did enough talking for me. So WrestleMania 21.
All right, Rambo. Okay, let's try to get through this let's try to do this in 10 minutes. Rambo, what's your number 5?
I won't go into too much detail because I feel like it kind of speaks for itself. WrestleMania 17.
Interesting.
TLC 2. Kane, Big Show, Raven in a hardcore match. Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
My number 5 is WrestleMania 24. I love WrestleMania 24. I especially love, I don't know, I love the Citrus Bowl. I love that stadium when they go there. I love the aesthetic of it. I love how open it is. Obviously Edge versus Undertaker, I feel like, is a very unappreciated, underrated main event. I like that they did put it as the main event. I remember back then being 11 years old and was a little bit worried that it was going to be the triple threat. I thought it was going to be John, Orton, and Triple H, but it ended up being Edge and Undertaker, which I thought was the right decision, and they put on a great main event. Then you got the emotion behind Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, the "I'm sorry, I love you" whack 1, 2, 3. Like, that ending is heartbreaking in a lot of ways. And then you had obviously the Money in the Bank ladder match that I think is one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches in WrestleMania. And then having CM Punk win. The really sad part about that WrestleMania is that because of where Jeff Hardy was at in his life at that point, he technically was supposed to win that Money in the Bank that year.
Yeah.
He was originally going to get a really big push for 2008, and there was all these reports that it was, Jeff Hardy was originally supposed to win that match. So it kind of makes me wonder what if, but I'm glad they gave it to CM Punk because I thought that was really, really cool for him. And I liked that they gave it to somebody that was on the ECW brand instead of like a Raw or SmackDown person. Yeah, I think that was a really, really smart move. And plus the theme song had Red Theory. I mean, the song Light It Up by Red Theory I think is one of the more underrated WrestleMania theme songs. I think it really matched the vibe of 2008 and that entire night, so.
It's still kind of weird to think that WrestleMania 24 was where the streak was initially supposed to be broken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Braden, number 4, what you got?
I think you said this earlier, but I actually don't remember. Did you say WrestleMania 10?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's my number 4.
Awesome.
For majority of the same reasons, that ladder match. I actually really like the Bret Hart Yokozuna match, especially what happened the year before. I like it when they got their own moment. Sorry, yeah, and then the Owen Hart Bret Hart match, of course, obviously. Yeah, that's my number 4, guys.
My number 4 is WrestleMania 19.
What?
Hey, the one I went to.
Because it was one, like, the main event alone showed, like, first of all, weird to think that that's Kurt Angle's only WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
His only main event.
Bonkers.
And that was a really, like, basically a good payoff to see of what became of Brock Lesnar's beginner year in WWE. His first 12 months in WWE, he won King of the Ring. He won the WWE Championship, won the Royal Rumble, and is in the main event of WrestleMania against somebody of the caliber of Kurt Angle. That in itself speaks volumes. But Hannah, go ahead with your number 4.
My number 4 is WrestleMania 17. I don't consider this the greatest WrestleMania of all time, and here's the reason why. Because if you take away what happened with Vince and Austin at the end of it, and you take away TLC 2, and you take away that spot with Edge and Jeff, would it still be talked about to this day? And I don't think so. I recently went back and watched that WrestleMania just to have an idea in my head, is it overrated or underrated? And I consider WrestleMania 17, with all due respect, overrated because I think I love the WrestleMania, but you go back and watch it, the matches don't exactly hold up the way they should. That WrestleMania was extremely spot heavy. And it was almost more what I consider a photogenic WrestleMania. And what I mean by that is it had a lot of in the moment still moments that you can capture on camera with a picture, and that will be talked about until the end of time. But when you talk about like match quality, WrestleMania 17 really doesn't hold up. It's not as timeless as other WrestleManias. And really the only matches that you can really talk about is Undertaker and Triple H, but barely people talk about that match because I feel like that match gets overshadowed by 27 and 28. And you talk about Rock and Austin. the Rock and Austin match wasn't exactly that great. The reason why it's remembered so heavily is because Steve Austin aligned with Vince. And then it's kind of the same thing that happened with Roman and Cody, right? It's kind of the same thing. Roman and Cody at 40 wasn't the best match in the world, but people remember the last 10 minutes. That's kind of how I compare it. But the TLC 2 match is really the only truly memorable match. And then you had the spot with, you had Rhino coming out, and then you had the spot with Spike, and then you had Lita come out, and just everything that entailed. So I just feel like it's more of a more photogenic WrestleMania than a match quality WrestleMania.
Not to mention the WrestleMania theme song.
Oh, my way. I mean, my way is. I mean, that speaks for itself. I didn't really need to bring that up, but like to me, just because a show has a good theme song, that doesn't automatically mean it's the best.
Oh, I know.
Yes, it does.
But in the hype packages, like the Rock and Austin hype package was amazing, but to me, a hype package doesn't make a WrestleMania. I'm sorry, it's the WrestleMania itself. So anyway, number 3 for you, Braden.
My number 3 is WrestleMania 31. It's a lot higher than it was on your guys's, but it was one of my first WrestleManias that I saw after becoming a wrestling fan. And first of all, the point you made earlier, like on paper, it wasn't supposed to be good. It was because of all the injuries. Like everybody was injured or one thing or the other, but they just really made it work. Like this is prime WWE just figuring it out, which is something they need to do now. But yeah, like, and it's probably biased just because one of my first ones, but to me, there's not a match that misses. If I'm being real honest with you, I love Tyson Kidd and Cesaro as a tag team. God, they were so fun to watch. They were on the pre-show. My GOAT won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Daniel Bryan winning the IC title. Orton and Rollins cooked. Triple H and Sting. Okay, maybe that's the closest thing to a miss, but they're riding just off their names alone. Like, it was all right. The NWO and DX thing was dope. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins was actually pretty good. Cena Rusev I thought was really good.
Yes.
Taker Bryant. Bray Wyatt.
Bryant.
Taker Bryant was really good. And then, like Rainbow said earlier, the Roman
You said
Brock
Bryant
match-
again.
now I'm doing it on purpose.
Bray.
Bryant.
Bray Bryant.
Roman and Lesnar match had the lowest expectations. And yeah, like this was the best match that they ever had. And just the Rollins thing was just a cherry on top. So I love this match. I love this Mania a lot.
My number 3 was WrestleMania 22.
What?
I won't go into too much detail for time's sake. Hannah, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is the one that I went to and was my first ever wrestling show, WrestleMania 19, in the greatest state of the history of states. No offense to Michigan and Arkansas, but Washington.
Oh, all offense to Arkansas.
Was my first ever show. I was 6 years old. I was floored. I had no idea what I was walking into. Seeing Limp Bizkit live was amazing. For him to see them sing the theme song, but then also sing Undertaker to the Ring was amazing. I loved that. That's the show that made me fall in love with Limp Bizkit and made me get all their albums. So that's how I fell in love with Fred Durst and company. But also you had Kurt and Brock. You had, in my opinion, one of the greatest matches in the history of WrestleMania. Probably one of my all-time. But Shawn and Jericho stole that show. I remember that match vividly. I have vague memories of all the other matches. But Shawn and Jericho I have vibrant memories of. Like very vibrant. Like I still remember it like it was yesterday. I don't know why that match specifically stuck with me at that age, But that one was really the one that made me realize, yeah, I love this stuff. I knew I loved this stuff, but Shawn versus Jericho at 6 years old made me realize I do indeed I love professional wrestling. And Shawn Michaels' entrance was amazing to see him um, with those things that were kind of shooting confetti out. That like he showed why he was the showstopper, and I loved the entrance that he had. And I was sitting like in that section where the pyro was going back and forth behind like the Safeco Field sign. I was sitting in that like little section, so I felt the pyrotechnics behind me. I think that was just a very entertaining WrestleMania, and I thought it was really cool that they came to Washington to do it. So I might be a little bit biased because I'm putting my own memories of being at that show there, but I appreciate my uncle getting tickets and wanting me to go with him because that was just an amazing show, and Shawn and Jericho was just awesome.
W Uncle.
Okay, number 2, Braden.
My number 2 is WrestleMania 17. I do totally understand some of your points about it being overrated. 100% get that. But I mean, WrestleMania 17 is one of the ones that I just heard a lot about and I hadn't seen for a while. Well, not recently, but like years ago. And so I went in thinking like, oh, like it is overrated. But then, it's it's the WrestleMania. I mean, it's not my number 1, obviously, but when you think of WrestleManias, it's one of the top ones you think about. Like the card's stacked, all the reasons that you said before.
Braden's number 1 is WrestleMania 32.
No, it's WrestleMania 27, dude.
Rambo, what's your number 2?
Number 2 is WrestleMania 23. Because, solely off of one match in particular. Like, the whole card was pretty great for what it was. But the one match that absolutely sold it for me was Taker versus Batista for the world title.
Yeah,
that is a very slept-on streak match.
The wind is blowing. My number 2 is also 23.
Yeah.
So great minds think alike. I love that WrestleMania, Detroit Field, in your neck of the woods, Braden, Michigan.
That's my hood.
First of all, best pyrotechnic show at the beginning. And then on top of all that, you have Ladies and Gentlemen by Saliva, which is the most 2007 thing you could ever do. Awesome, awesome theme song. You had, in my opinion, another very underrated Money in the Bank ladder match with Mr. Kennedy winning. I liked the Jeff Hardy Edge spot in that match. And then Matt Hardy being Matt Hardy checking on Jeff, but you could also see it Matt Hardy, even everything that happened with the Lita situation. You could tell he also checked on Edge.
And Edge said that spot hurt like hell.
Yeah. I liked that Matt was professional enough and he was able to put everything aside, because you watch him check on his brother first, obviously, but you also see him check on Edge, which I felt would be really, really nice for him to do, because he could have not cared, but he did. That was a great ladder match. I loved Shawn Michaels and John Cena. Even though I don't agree with that being the main event, it should have been Batista and Edge. But boy, was that a great main event. I loved Edge and John. That exceeded my expectations. I do think the match of the night was Undertaker and Batista. And I do think it's very much a slept-on streak match. I agree with Rambo. I agree with that assessment. I think Batista really showed why he deserved to be the face of SmackDown back then.
Absolutely.
And that was just an incredible match with Undertaker. And I know Undertaker said in interviews that he was a little bit weary of that, but he said it's one of his favorite matches that nobody talks about. But sometimes I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I don't know. Do I love John and Shawn more, or do I love Undertaker and Batista more? I kind of go back and forth. But I do believe that the main event should have been Undertaker and Batista, but I go back and forth whether or not which match is better because sometimes I can't choose.
And the thing is like the Taker and Batista, that was like one of the first times we really seen like had a question of is the streak really going to end?
Yeah.
I think
That was
the
the first time we were all like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
All right. For timing purposes, Brayden, you're number one. Go.
Guys, this is my number one WrestleMania is WrestleMania 30. This is solely biased. This was my first WrestleMania I ever watched live. But also I think it's just a great show. Like the whole Daniel Bryan thing obviously takes over the whole show, and I will stand by that. That's one of the greatest moments in wrestling, greatest championship wins, all of that. And I mean both matches too. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H to kick off the show hit. That match is so good. Then the triple threat match is so good. But then everything in between, like the Bray Wyatt Cena stuff, wrong winner. But that was just a great feud and a great match. Cesaro winning the first Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal should have led to more. But in that moment when he won it, you're like, okay, this guy's a star. Like this guy's breaking away from Jack Swagger. And this guy's going to be a star. And then the next night he shows up with Paul Heyman. And then, of course, you have the end of the streak.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we got a gift. Shout out She You Should Not Be Named. Anyway.
That was loud.
That was so
Yeah.
loud. How dare you do that? That's a coworker. That's a coworker, by the way.
Rambo, what's your number one?
Hold on, wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, but now I forgot. Oh, the actual ending of the streak. The actual end. Whether or not it should have happened there or should have happened by who?
It shouldn't.
Right, but that moment, you can't replicate that moment. Just seeing that actually happen.
Oh, you can't replicate how angry I was.
Well, exactly. It's emotion.
The silence in the crowd.
Yes, exactly. Like you can't replicate that kind of fan non-reaction.
Oh, remember that one guy in the crowd, the one that had the really big bug, the eyes?
Yeah. Like,
Rambo, are you okay?
For that.
Yeah, TikTok being stupid.
Yeah, that's like the meme. So yeah, so that's why WrestleMania 30 is my top WrestleMania of all time. Hope you guys agree.
My number one, and I won't go into detail for timing, is WrestleMania 20.
Give 10 seconds why. I want to know why. I'm actually intrigued.
I really enjoyed the resurrection of the dead man. After Kane buried him alive at Survivor Series 2003. Kayfabe TikTok.
Kayfabe.
And then the entrance with Paul Bearer. Kane basically like, I buried you. What the hell's this? You had Eddie's match with Kurt. And as much as I wish I could celebrate this more, I'm going to anyway because it's a moment that still like hits me in the heart, is the ending of WrestleMania 20. The hug with Eddie Guerrero and you know who. That triple threat match in general is my favorite triple threat match of all time, and I will not, as much as I wish I could celebrate it, I really can't, but I can't deny the legitimacy of that main event.
Yes, in that moment.
Word. So my number one, as you guys already know, I think the greatest WrestleMania of all time is WrestleMania 22.
27.
No.
Oh.
30?
22 also correlates to also having my favorite WrestleMania theme song. I mean, you kick it off with Peter Gabriel's Big Time, which gets me hyped every time I listen to it. I loved Trish Stratus versus Mickie James. I feel like that's an underrated women's match at WrestleMania, and I feel like that match kind of set the tone for what women can do at WrestleMania, which I feel like that match should get more appreciated. You had even though it was a short, it should have went longer. But the World Heavyweight Championship triple threat with Orton, Mysterio, and Kurt for 10 minutes, they gave us a pretty good match. And then you had Mr. McMahon versus Vince. I'm not sorry, Mr. McMahon is Vince. Mr. McMahon's versus Sean,
Mr.
which was
McMahon versus Vince. Hell yeah.
sorry. I loved I loved John and Triple H. I loved his entrance, the Conan Barbarian thing that he did. And then I loved Sean versus Vince. I feel like that was a great match. And then having Shane McMahon involved. And then what is really ironic about that WrestleMania in particular is it foreshadowed what happened in June, because if you go back and watch Triple H's match with John and you go back and watch Sean's match with Vince, both of them do the DX chop thing. They both do that in their matches to their opponent. And I feel like, oh wow, did they foreshadow DX coming back like 4 months later? I just feel like that's a very ironic thing that both of them did the DX thing in their match. And I just think that's a great WrestleMania. It has incredible matches. Even that Money in the Bank ladder match is also a great one. Like the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder matches, all of them were amazing, to the point where I wish it would come back to WrestleMania. But yeah, that's my number one.
Hell yeah. Well,
That's so super valid.
That concludes my segment of the evening. And we should go into Braden's, and then we should probably be done.
The episode 30 big segment to close it all off.
God, I hope it lives up to expectation, guys.
Take it away, bedtime Braden. Big time Braden.
I don't have a bedtime. I'm a grown man. Okay, hang on. I lost my freaking pen. Okay.
And I have to say my thing first. And thank you for enjoying my segment of the evening that I hosted. And we will see you next week for my other WrestleMania segment. And I will see y'all on the flip flop and sing.
Hi, wife. My wife's in chat.
Hi, Mrs. Rambo.
Hi, Mrs. Rambo.
All right.
Squared.
I had to get my stuff in.
Should we do the song?
Guys, I hope you know that bedtime break is follow me to work now.
You're welcome.
Hope you're all aware of this. Okay. Anyway,
JD told me good job.
who's ready to play Squared Circle Feud?
I am.
Clap it up. All right. So, just like in regular Family Feud,
You don't
they
sound
get a
like Steve Harvey to me.
It is me, Steve Harvey. So just like regular Family Feud, they do a survey. They get a cumulative group of answers, and those are the top answers on the board. So we sent out a survey through Discord, and we put together your answers that you guys filled out, the Squared Circle audience.
Yeah.
And for each of the 10 questions, we have compiled the top 5 answers. The first answer, let's say you get the top answer, you get 5 points. You get the second highest answer, you get 4 points. Third highest, you get 3 points, and so on. You get the lowest answer, you get 1 point. So, you get 3 strikes. You guys are going to take turns answering until you strike out, or you get the points, or you clear the board. Do you guys understand?
Yep.
Si, senor.
Alrighty.
I love Game Show Network.
Plus, I watch Family Feud all the time, so I understand the rules.
All right. Shout out the Johnsons here in chat. That's all I have to say. Shout out the Johnsons.
What's up, Johnsons?
Okay. So, the first question. Who is the best wrestler of all time? Survey says. Rambo, you can answer first.
Let's go with Eddie Guerrero.
That is the third highest answer for 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, go ahead.
I'm going to go with. See, I'm trying to think like other people, not like me. I'm gonna say John Cena.
That is the fourth highest answer for 2 points. All right, Rambo.
Kurt Angle.
That is the second highest answer for 4 points.
Damn.
No strikeouts yet. Hannah.
Shawn Michaels.
That is the top answer for 5 points. Every single person had that on their survey. Every single one. Okay. You're just missing one answer now. Rambo?
Daniel Bryan.
That is your first strike.
Damn.
Hannah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hannah, that is the fifth highest answer for 1 point. So you guys have cleared the board.
Yay.
And that puts Hannah in the lead with, let me do math, 8 points. And Rambo with 7 points.
Alex says I put Great Collie on there. I bet you did.
He actually did.
Oh, did he really?
Maybe. I won't tell. I think that's math. 4, 3, yeah, that's 7. So 5. Yeah, so 8-7 now. Okay, moving on to question number 2. What is the greatest faction of all time? Hannah, we start with you.
DX.
That is the second highest answer for 4 points. Rambo.
The NWO.
That is the fifth highest answer for 1 point. Hannah.
I'm gonna let me see. Trying to think like other people. I'm gonna go the Wyatt family.
Hannah, that is your first strike.
Oh, wow, nobody put that. That's weird.
2 people did, but not enough.
Okay.
Rambo.
The Shield.
That is the highest answer for 6 points.
Damn, I should have said the Shield. Why didn't I think of that?
All right, 2 left. Hannah.
Evolution.
That is the third highest answer for 3 points. All right, Rambo, take it home.
Let's see. I'm going to go with the Heart Foundation.
Rambo, that is your first strike.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go with the Bloodline.
Hannah, that is the fourth highest answer for 2 points.
Alex said I should have said Retribution.
Oh, 100%. Okay. Dang. Okay. So you cleared the board again. Hannah adds. That brings Hannah to 17 points. And Rambo at 13 points.
Yay.
All right.
I got 13.
Moving on to question number 3.
Yeah.
What is the best championship winning moment of all time? I think we start with Hannah or Rambo. Who went first last time?
I did.
Okay, we start with Rambo.
Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30.
Rambo, that is the highest answer for 5 points. Hannah?
Probably recency bias, but I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 40.
Hannah, that is the second highest answer for 4 points. Rambo?
Kofi Kingston, WrestleMania 35.
Rainbow, that is the third highest answer for 3 points. Anna.
I really hope this is on here. And if it's not, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011.
Hannah, that is your first strike.
Are you serious? Why would nobody put that?
People did put it, just not enough.
Jeez. Wow.
Rambo.
Jeff Hardy, Armageddon 2008.
That was 6th. So that's your first strike.
Damn it!
That's just off the list.
Let's see. Championship. Oh gosh. How about Seth Rollins from WrestleMania 35 against Brock?
Hannah, that is your second strike.
Okay.
Rambo.
Eddie Guerrero, No Way Out 2004.
Rambo, that is the fourth highest answer for 2 points. All right, Hannah, you have one more strike left.
I feel like I'm being too clever.
Clear the
That's
board.
the problem.
Check 1, 2. Oh yeah.
I know, hold on. How about Ambrose from Money in the Bank 2016?
Hannah, that is your third strike.
Okay, I'm done.
Rambo, you have 2 more left to get this number 5.
Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 12.
Rambo, that is your second strike.
Damn it.
1 more.
Let's see. This championship win.
You guys are missing a real obvious one.
You say real obvious. Now I'm kind of curious. How
I should have
obvious?
said that. Actually, not that obvious. Just forget I said anything.
I don't know if it's going to be on there, but the Mania 20 main event?
No.
Okay.
It was John Cena winning number 17.
Oh, okay.
I was really surprised none of you guessed that.
I don't know. For me, considering how awful the match was, that's considered great.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to go based off like the match too. When I was filling out mine too, I'm trying to not go for like the moment. I'm also trying to do like the match as well.
Right. But then other people think about it differently.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant by I thought I was being too clever.
Right. Okay. So Rambo, you jump and take the lead. It is now 21 Hannah, 23 Rambo.
I jumped, so grab onto something near you.
I get what you mean. Okay. Guys, who should have beaten the Undertaker streak? Hannah.
No one.
Hannah, that is the 5th highest answer for 1 point. Rambo.
Bray Wyatt.
Rambo, that is your first strike. That was just off the list.
I had a feeling it would be close, if not on there.
Just off the list.
How about Roman Reigns?
Hannah, that is the 3rd highest answer for 3 points.
Okay.
Rambo.
I'm going to go on my heart. Kane.
Rambo, that is the 4th highest answer for 2 points.
I'll take it.
Hannah.
CM Punk.
Hannah, that is the highest answer for 5 points.
Hell yeah.
All right, Rambo, can you finish it off?
Edge.
Rambo, that is your second strike.
What?
Uh-huh. Hannah. Clear the board.
That's just stressful. Um. I'm like torn between two different answers here. Um, but a part of me wants to try to be clever to maybe think like maybe some people think it was the right decision. Oh God. Uh. Oh. Hold on. Shawn Michaels.
Hannah, that is your first strike.
Okay.
Rambo.
Let's see. Let's go with. Fuck it. Triple H.
Rambo, that is your third strike.
Damn.
Hannah, you have 2 strikes left.
Randy Orton.
Hannah, that is the second highest answer for 4 points. Randall Keith. Dominant performance there from Hannah.
I think with the story that was being told, I think CM Punk, because of the entire Paul Bear situation, would have been an awesome sight to see.
Yeah.
And not I'm not just saying that because he's my favorite wrestler, but because of the story that was being told and how vulnerable Undertaker was emotionally, that CM Punk could have gotten the better of him. But we'll never know because that didn't happen. But that would have been cool to see.
Agreed. And what I meant by that question, I mean, everyone put it to their interpretations, but I didn't mean just like who should have beaten Undertaker streak that had a match with them. I just meant anybody. Like for my answers, I put Cesaro. I put just like young up and comers. So everyone interpreted differently, which I thought was really cool.
I think people thought about WrestleMania matches only that he had with people. So,
but some people thought the same way I did. I'm just saying that's what I think is interesting. That's why I like doing the Discord the way I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do more of that, guys. It was cool. Anyway, Rambo, remember when you took the lead on the last question?
Yeah.
Hannah is now winning 34-25.
Oh, is she now?
There's still a lot more, so I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Okay, next question. What is the best WWE match of the 2010s? Whose turn is it?
I think me. Is it me?
Yeah.
Hannah.
The 2010s. Please
Alex,
be on
get
here.
out of here with that.
John Cena versus CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011.
Hannah, that is the second highest answer for 4 points.
Second.
Yep.
I call a recount.
I counted pretty well.
No, I'm being fair.
All right, Rambo.
Taker, Triple H, WrestleMania 28, end of an era.
Rambo, that's your first strike.
Are you serious?
It's just off the list. Just off the list. It was so close. I will say between it and number 5, it was tied, and I was the tiebreaker.
Jesus.
But it was very close. Hannah?
You've got to be fisting me.
Daniel Bryan, Batista, and Randy Orton from WrestleMania 30.
Hannah, that is your first strike.
Okay.
Also a popular one, though.
All right.
Rambo?
From the 2010s, let's see.
1 strike apiece.
Which is hard because the 2010s didn't have very many great matches.
Yeah, I had to really think hard about this one.
But it had its few.
Punk and Taker, 29.
That is the 5th highest answer for 1 point.
That was over WrestleMania 28.
I'd take that over WrestleMania 28.
I think it's the better match. Just saying.
Womp womp.
Damn.
Not by not by much, but you could tell. But you could tell Taker and Triple H were kind of past their prime a little bit. It was a bit of a slow match, but it had a lot of drama. But I'm gonna go with. Gosh, what pay-per-view did they face? Probably give the year. Is there any? Do I have to give the pay-per-view too, or can I just give a year?
You can give it a year.
I'm gonna do AJ Styles versus John Cena 2016.
And that's your second strike.
Yeah, okay.
Technically. You don't have to name the pay-per-view, but I'll just say the year wasn't correct.
Let's go with Taker and Shawn from 26.
That is correct. That is the highest answer for 5 points.
I was like, surely that match has to be on here.
Oh my god, I don't even know why I didn't think of that. Oh, I feel so like.
What you got?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Okay. What about? Okay. This is really, really hard with the 2010s, dude. What about Shield versus Evolution 2014?
And that is your last strike. All right, Rambo, you have 2 strikes left.
She got the second strike on Cena and Styles in 2016. What about Cena Styles Royal Rumble 2017?
That is the third highest answer for 3 points.
I left that there for you to get. I was like, she could come back and get that one. So I went with another match.
And I wanted to give it to you so bad, but I couldn't break my own rules. It was the Royal Rumble match in 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many strikes do I have left?
2. For the fourth highest answer.
Is that all I'm missing?
Yep.
Okay. I'm thinking of one of 2. We'll start with this one. We'll go with The Shield versus the Wyatt Family Elimination Chamber 2014.
That is your second strike.
Okay. Last one. Cena Punk Monday Night Raw February of 2013.
That is your third strike.
Damn.
The fourth answer is very shocking, but well deserved. It is Bayley versus Sasha Banks, 2015.
Oh, yeah.
NXT.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
I was very happy to see it on there, but very shocked.
I wasn't even thinking NXT.
That's
Yeah.
a great pull, though.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a great pull. I like that.
That's really good.
Is it their Brooklyn or Respect match? I wonder.
I just put 2015 because there was a few different ones, but I was just going by the year. And some of them just didn't specify.
Wow.
That's why I said you guys didn't have to give certain pay-per-views. Okay, that brings us now to 38 to 34. So, we're getting close again, Rambo. Okay.
Is he ahead?
No, you're still ahead by 4, Hannah.
Okay.
38 to 34. Who is the GOAT of NXT? Rambo, go first.
Finn Balor.
Rambo, that is the fourth highest answer for 2 points. Hannah.
The GOAT of NXT. Adam Cole.
That is the second highest answer for 4 points. Rambo.
because of how great his run was, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Rambo, that is your first strike.
Damn.
You were the only one that put him.
Wow, that's sad.
That's bullshit.
I was thinking when I read your answers, I was like, damn, like, no one else said him.
That's bullshit.
To be fair, I said Tyler Breeze.
I'm gonna
I'm salty about that.
is God of NXT. Johnny Gargano.
Hannah, that is the highest answer for 5 points. Johnny Gargano.
Sami Zayn?
Rambo, that is the third highest answer for 3 points.
Oh, I got one.
Look at you. Okay.
Rambo, I saw those eye rolls.
One answer left.
One answer left. I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens.
Hannah, that's your first strike.
Wow.
I might lose it on this one, but I gotta go for it because of his work that he's put in. What about Trick Williams?
That's your second strike.
Okay.
Hannah.
Can't tell me he ain't in the
How many
conversation.
strikes do I have?
One. So you have two left.
What about Tommaso Ciampa?
Hannah, that is the fifth highest answer for 1 point.
Okay.
Ciampa respect.
Okay, I got one more shot.
All right, now it's 48-39. 2 questions left. 48-39. Hannah's in the lead. So Rambo, you got to clear a board here, buddy.
Let's go.
Hold on. Okay. Who is the best women's wrestler of all time?
Hannah, you start.
Best women's wrestler of all time. That is so hard to think like other people, though, because I have to leave how I feel out of it.
Wait, there's 4 more questions left, by the way, guys, not 2.
Where I was like,
thought he was doing math.
I'm gonna go with where should I start? Charlotte Flair.
Hannah, that's your first strike.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I thought a lot of recency bias would be in with these for some weird reason.
Trish.
Rambo, that's the second highest answer for 4 points.
Okay, then I hope she's on here. Lita.
Hannah, that's your second. I'm kidding. That's the highest answer for 5 points.
I was about to say, if Lita's not on this list, people have problems.
That's the highest answer for 5 points. Rambo.
Mickey James.
Rambo, that's your first strike.
Damn.
China.
Hannah, that's your second strike.
No love for China. Wow.
I think you're the only one that put her.
And rightfully so, she deserves it. That's got me a little salty.
Victoria?
Rambo, that's your second strike. 1 strike left.
Victoria?
Only 2 answers are off the board.
Bruh.
Jeez. What about I'll just say her for the sake of saying her because I probably will get a strike. AJ Lee.
Hannah, that's the third highest answer for 3 points.
She's on there? Yes. Let's light it up.
Rambo.
Io Sky.
Rambo, that's your third strike.
I figured.
I have
Damn.
2, yeah.
You have 1 left. Yeah, you have 2 strikes, 1 strike left.
You said I have 2 strikes and 1 strike left.
You have 2 strikes. You can only get 1 more before you're out.
Okay. Greatest wrestlers of all time. Jeez, this is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is Becky Lynch on here?
And then that's the 5th highest answer for 1 point. 1 more. Then you clear the board.
Rhea Ripley?
Hannah, that is your last strike. It was Asuka.
Oh,
Pretty crazy.
okay.
Yeah, it's not what I was expecting. But I'm not mad about it.
Damn, I'm losing bad.
Yeah, you are losing 57 to 43 right now. Hold on just a second.
1.
You.
Hey,
Oh, I was going to say something mean.
yeah, be nice to my tag team partner.
Yeah, get out of here. Dickhead. Anyway. What wrestler annoys you the most?
Is it me that goes first this time?
I thought you meant as a you as the answer.
No. No. I'm assuming annoys. I gotta think like other people. Alberto Del Rio.
Hannah, that is the 4th highest answer for 2 points.
Okay.
Let's see. Goldberg.
That was just off the list. Rainbow, that's your first strike.
Damn.
What about Brock Lesnar?
Hannah, that's the 2nd highest answer for 4 points. Rainbow, you just keep getting your ass kicked.
Fucking Logan Paul.
Rainbow, that's the 3rd highest answer for 3 points.
I thought you about to tell me I got another strike.
I'm gonna see if recency bias is here. Cody Rhodes.
Hannah, that's your first strike.
Okay.
Most annoying. I mean, at this point, what have I got to lose? Vicky Guerrero.
Rainbow, that's your 2nd strike.
I figured.
I have 2 strikes, yeah.
You have 1 strike.
Oh, 1 strike. Annoying, I'm gonna go with
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn.
That is your 2nd strike.
Okay.
Rainbow?
Let's see.
1 strike left for both of you.
Hulk Hogan.
Rainbow, that is the highest answer for 5 points.
Fuck yeah.
All right, 1 answer left on the board, Hannah.
I'm probably not going to get this. The Kevin Nash.
Hannah, that is your third strike. Rambo, one strike left.
Most annoying. No, I'm trying to think. Fuck, I have no idea. Let's see.
Let it rip. 10, 9, 8.
I don't know. Miz.
Rambo, that's your third strike.
I figured.
It was Big Dog Roman Reigns. Specifically, 3 different people wrote specifically Big Dog Roman Reigns.
I should have said Roman.
Damn.
But specifically the Big Dog. I think JD was one of them. I was the other one.
I should have said Roman.
Rambo puts on 8 points.
I also put on 8 pounds.
I was waiting for that joke.
Did I get any points for this round?
Yeah, you got 8 points.
Oh.
No, you got 6 points. But still, it is 63 to 51.
Ooh.
But you have 2 questions left to do them all to get this lead. What is the greatest WrestleMania of all time?
17.
Rambo, that is the top answer for 5 points. Anner?
40.
Hannah, that is the third highest answer for 3 points. Ramber?
22.
Rambo, that's your first strike.
Damn.
Um, 31.
Hannah, that's your first strike.
Let's go with 23.
Rambo, that's your second strike.
Damn.
19.
Hannah, that's the fourth highest answer for 2 points. Rambo.
WrestleMania 20.
Rambo, that is the fifth highest answer for 1 point.
I'll take it at this point.
All right, you're missing the second highest answer, so 4 points still on the board.
I have 2 strikes, right?
Yep. No, you have 1 strike, so you have 2.
I'm gonna go with WrestleMania 12.
Hannah, that is your second strike.
Okay.
Rambo. It's your last one.
Let's see here. We'll go with WrestleMania 25.
Rambo, that is your third strike.
Cool.
Hannah.
WrestleMania 30.
Hannah, that is the second highest answer. For
Damn.
4 points. I was just laughing at the irony of it being on our screens the whole time. With that logo. Yeah. Shut up, Rambo. Down 10 points. So 9 points for Hannah. And then Rambo gets 6 points. Oh, Rambo.
Huh.
72 to 57.
Oh, that's great.
Let me do the math here real quick.
Oh, that's great. Good.
So if you get them all right, let's do the math here.
I would still lose.
Hold on.
I don't think so.
You can tie it. So you have to get all of these, and Hannah has to get none for you to tie it. So lock in. Who is the best wrestler outside of WWE right now?
Outside of WWE, I'm gonna go with MJF.
I remember you lost. Hannah, that is the fourth highest answer for 2 points. All right, Rambo.
Kenny Omega.
Rambo, that is the highest answer for 5 points.
Will Ospreay.
Hannah, that is the third highest answer for 3 points.
Swerve Strickland.
Rambo, that is the second highest answer for 4 points. I will say that you're all on an even playing field. The fifth one might surprise you. It's a valid answer, just you might not think of it. So think of it.
Darby Allin.
Hannah, that's your first strike.
Nick Nemeth.
Rambo, that's your first strike.
That'd have been a good one, though.
Samoa Joe.
Hannah, that's your second strike.
Samoa Joe is fantastic.
Yeah.
I am salty. I am salty, salty, salty. Whew.
Brian Danielson.
Rambo, that is your second strike. Okay, you guys are
Great.
both at 2 strikes. I'm gonna give you one more hint. Think a little closer to home.
Home to what?
To WWE.
John Moxley?
Hannah, that's your third strike.
Closer to home, WWE.
When you meant closer to home, you meant in WWE, right?
No.
Oh, well then.
The best wrestler outside of WWE, but this one's a bit closer to it.
Fuck, at this point, let's see. Jeff Hardy.
That's your third strike. I meant TNA. It's TNA's, with
Yeah.
WWE partnership. It was Leon Slater.
Okay. I respect that.
That was the fifth highest answer. So let's count these total points.
When we do that.
That puts Rambo at 66 and Hannah at 77. So Hannah is the inaugural winner of Square Circle Feud. Go, Hannah!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, was there any other person? I mean, come on.
No.
You're gonna love
Okay,
it.
so that was me gloating like a heel would, but Rambo, you did an excellent job, and I'm proud of you. That's my babyface stance.
Thank you.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. Thank you, everyone, for participating in the survey that I put out. More games will be easier that everyone can play in the comments and stuff like that, but this was just a fun idea to get everyone involved, I thought, and do something pretty creative and crazy and silly and goofy.
Good.
Yeah, we should do another one of these. You should come up with like another one. I like this.
Yeah, I really do.
It took me 3 weeks to get everyone to fill out the first form.
Okay, then we'll do this monthly.
Okay, everybody, I'll put out another form. You fill it out. Or Rambo, you do it so I can play.
Okay.
We'll take turns. Okay,
Okay.
I like
And then I'll come up with them and you two play.
Yeah, I
I'll
like
get a
that.
form made tomorrow.
We'll keep this going. I like it.
Word. Well, everybody, this has been the 30th episode of Squared Circle Sessions. We appreciate y'all for listening and hanging out with us. Sticking here for all 30 episodes.
Yeah.
It means so much to me, man. It means so much.
I didn't expect this to go past like 15.
Oh, we're killing it, guys.
Why? Why did you have such low expectations, bro?
I didn't expect it to build any sort of traction. Because
Why?
we
We just
record
gotta-
this on TikTok and the algorithm here sucks.
Yeah, but we got our little family, our little squad.
That's mainly it. Like, a lot of our listener base comes from this app. To where we have the ability to create a Discord server. To do goofy shit like hop on live and bullshit with 2K. Or just to hop on here and just talk about wrestling.
Which, by the way, my character is the women's champion. Thank you very much. Nirvana Page is ruling the world.
Toot toot.
Because if anybody wants to know, that's my wrestling name. I am Nirvana Page in 2K26. I am your WWE Women's Champion, and I am the new best in the world.
I lost
That's
my
me
title.
being a heel. Yeah. Well, Braden lost his, right?
Yep.
God damn it. This
He
always
lost
happens
his to
me, guys.
John Cena.
I need
See
to
what
finish
happened?
that story.
See, I won the Royal Rumble and I won the Elimination Chamber, but Braden won the Royal Rumble, but then he lost his title in the Elimination Chamber.
No, he won the title in the Elimination Chamber, but lost at WrestleMania.
Oh.
He
But
had a
Braden
Hell in-
and I-
He had a Hell in a Cell match against 2013 John Cena.
God damn it. Super Cena.
Yeah, but Braden and I both won the Royal Rumble, so hey, we got that in common.
Well, that's just great.
Hey,
Anyway,
didn't you win a Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Didn't your
I
But then
did.
your character lost the chamber, right? Or did you win the chamber?
I won the chamber. I lost at Mania.
Oh.
Loser.
Anyway, everybody. Till next time, we will see y'all later.
Later.
Bye, guys.